Howdy friends, it's Kathy from RustPaperScissors, and I was here to flip through one of my recent journals that I've made. I have been trying to do some different types of journals, and I've really been interested in the fabric and lace journals that I see, and this journal is an old quilt cover, and I just really loved it. It's kind of plain, so I left it pretty much the way it is, just that quilt. And then I did add a vintage doily, and it is a star, so I wanted to call this one Lone Star. Since I'm here in Texas and the Lone Star State, and I just really liked that. I added a little, this was a clip-on ear bob, and I took the backing off and just added it to the journal there, added a little lace underneath it. I forgot to measure it. Let's see. It measures approximately 7¼ by 5, and then the mouth is about, maybe close to 3 inches. I also added a little nameplate here and left it blank so you could put your name or the name of the journal, what you wanted to call it. The closure is just some sari silk that I tied, and then I like to use a lot of times on my closures is they're called, I call them D-ring closures. A lot of times you see these on the back of picture frames, and I just rust them. I sell them for sale in my shop, and then I this one, rather than slipping it over, that was too thick for it to go over, I just added a washer on the back and closed it that way. But I like to use these. They're easy. Don't take up a lot of room for a closure, and then it's easy to take off like I showed you. That's the view of the side. I added some I guess you call it journal jewelry or bling. I recently went to an estate sale, and I was able to buy a bunch of vintage crystals, chandelier crystals. So I added 3 here along the page edge of the journal, and I really liked those. I attached them with these rusted ribbon crimps. It makes a fast, easy way to add jewelry to your page, the side of your page in your journals. I really enjoy using these, and I use them a lot. I like to take apart jewelry that I find in thrift stores, and a lot of times earrings or ear bobs, I'll add, the jewelry on the side, and I really like the way that looks. But inside, this is one of my signature pieces. Normally in my journals, I like to add it's a metal prong fastener and just several pages of tea-stained paper. And so I usually incorporate that into my journal. So I have that. It's a great place to journal or to add pictures. And then on this side, it's just a piece of tea-stained tracing paper. And I added a tag. It's just a little wildflower. And this was an idea that I got from Tanya Ferguson at Scribbles in Time. She talks about how when you have a journal, if you carry like the color throughout, it draws your eye. So that's what I tried to do here. The blue and green trim that I have on the next page, I added this tag that is green, and it just kind of draws your eye. And then this is an alligator clip. I sell these in my Etsy shop. I rust them, and then I like to add either a rhinestone or a flat back pearl, or I'll even leave them blank. But it's just like a paper clip, but it will stick out of the journal, and you can see it when it's closed, so you have another little thing. You could put it at the top or the side, even the bottom. But I like those, and so I have those. And then the back is just plain. There's a place, a little tuck spot that you could add a tag. And then on this page was just some trim. I added a button and just added that trim. And then on the next page is, I also added that trim. I added another button. And then here I added, again, a chandelier crystal that I got at that estate sale. And this one I attached to the page, so I tied it on there. It just adds something, I thought, to the page. And then see, there's that alligator clip, and you can see it through this side of the page. And then again, I was trying to like draw your eye using the green here. This was a piece of graphed paper that I tea stained, and when I did, all the blue lines just kind of disappeared, so it left it kind of this bluish green color. So I thought, you know, that just draws your eye, the different colors. And then this is just a bluish green, I believe it's a stamp. It was a digital, and then it's blank on the back. And then I have a rusted paper clip. I have those in my shop. I like for the journal to be cohesive. Most of my journals I try to do in a vintage or style, and so I don't like to have maybe bright silver paper clips or things like that. So I like to add the rusted elements. I think it makes it seem more cohesive. And then the back is just plain, but again here you see the different colors. You see the greens, the blues. And then this is a piece of, it's called ribbon twist paper, and I love this. I like to add these to my journals. I like to add them under pictures or tags. It adds dimension but doesn't add any bulk. So I just added a piece here. This is a piece of vintage, I believe it was a table runner or a large doily, and I just cut off a piece of it and added it there, made it a tuck spot. This is just a little tag that I added, a little rusted washer and some lace. And then on the back, again, you can see the greens, the blues, all the different colors. It kind of draws your eyes. And then this is just a mini file folder, and this is a metal rim tag that I covered with old book paper, and then I added a clear sticker that I printed off onto tracing paper and just made a sticker out of it. And then this is the little mini file folder, and this is again the ribbon twist paper. I sell the green and the tan in my shop. And then I added a little, it was a little ticket, and then it had roses on there. And I had seen a woman, I don't know her name, but it's Oak House Journals. She does a lot of embroidery on envelopes, and so I thought, well, why not embroidery on maybe a digital that is a picture of, you know, like a flower or whatever. So on these roses, I embroidered the little French knots on there. I don't know if you can see it. I'm losing my light. It's late in the day, but I did that. And then this is just a little, again, 4 or 5 pages. I added, the binding was the rusted brads, and then I just stuck that in there. Oh, there we go. And then this is just some tea-stained manuscript paper. This is again the ribbon crimp with the crystal chandelier. And then this is just some ledger paper. This ledger paper is from the early 1900s. and I left it kind of blank. It does fold out. I added some lace on the edge just to strengthen the edge where you open it. And then this page is just a dictionary page, and then I added some fabric and lace, and then made a tuck spot. And then I've seen several people make the fabric swatches, and I just really like those. My take is a little bit different. It is, you know, like a fabric swatch. It has the different fabrics, and then some denim, and then I held them together with the ribbon crimp, the rusted ribbon crimp, and then I added some rhinestones, so I like to do that, kind of jazz it up a little bit, and then that just tucks in there. And then this is the back of the dictionary page, and then this is an envelope, and I just added some of the ledger paper on there, and then on the inside of the envelope I added a little another file folder, and on this one I covered it with green sticky back velvet. Gosh, I'm having a hard time. I apologize. I haven't done a video in a while and I'm a little nervous. And then I added this beautiful image from the Graphics Fairy. It was the Forget-Me-Not line. And then the center is just, again, another one of those metal rim tags that I tied to the binding of the signature. I can't find the center. There it is. And just left it there. And so that's that. I love that sticky back velvet. I like to use that. Then this is just a piece, but again, the tea stain tracing paper. And then this is just a piece of normal ledger paper. And then on this one, I taught myself how to crochet when my mom got sick recently, and I was helping her, and I had a lot of downtime, so I taught myself how to crochet. And this is, the stitch is called the granny square, but it's a half of a granny square, so I thought those would make great tuck spots, so I like to add those to my journals. And it gives it a vintage feel, although obviously it's not vintage, I just made it, excuse me. And then I added 3 little wallpaper tags that you could take apart. They're blank, but I just thought they were cute. Kind of went with the vintage style of the quilt cover, kind of the wallpaper, kind of like your grandmother. And then this is just a piece of music paper, and again the ribbon crimp and the crystal chandelier. And then this is just some writing paper, and then this is the center of the signature, and it is a beautiful vintage doily. And I added just a plain rusted jewelry pin, and I thought you could use that somewhere. You could use it there, or you could use it somewhere in the journal, add something to your page. And then for the center, I had some charms. One says imagine, and then it's a key and just a numbered charm, and I thought the key to your imagination is you. So I know that sounds a little cheesy, but there's the back of the paper, and then the music paper, and I just added some lace along the side. And then this is the back. And then this is the back of that ledger paper. And I added the sticky backed velvet along the edge here just to strengthen the edge, because sometimes when you have something that folds out, that edge gets a little weakened. And then again, I tried to use the colors that came through to kind of draw your eye. The other colors from the blue and green ribbon, so I was just trying to do that. And then this is some more of the tracing paper, and then this is another envelope. And then on this one I added just some writing paper. Inside is a little journal spot, and I added just some lace and papers and some corrugated cardboard. This again is the metal prong fastener. Again, you could add more pages take the pages away if you wanted to do something different. And then on the back, I just covered that up with a piece of denim just to cover the back, and then it goes in there. And then the back of this envelope I covered with the sticky velvet, and then this was a hand-stitched item that I made. Again, I was going with Oak House journals. This is kind of the style of things she embroideries on the envelopes, and she does an amazing job. And so I really liked it, so I tried to add it here, and then I just added some various buttons, and I thought that really looked nice. Again, it's keeping with that green theme. Then this is just a piece of dictionary paper, and I added some lace along the side again to strengthen that edge. And then this is the other side of that ledger paper from the 1900s. This is a crystal. And then the manuscript paper. And then on this side of the manuscript paper, it does pull out, but I added a piece of fabric and I stamped on it a flourish, and then I added it with the ribbon crimp. I don't know if you can see that, with the rhinestones. And then this is the other part of that ribbon twist paper. I held on just a little tag on the front, just plain, and then on the back it also has a tag, and it's just the blue and green. And again, I hold it on with the rusted alligator clips, and then it has the little rhinestone that you can see when the book's closed. So that's that page. This is that graphed paper that when I tea stained it, it just, the lines disappeared, but it leaves a beautiful greenish tint, and again, it pulls your eye to the other things in the book that are green. And then this is just some blank paper. This was the tracing paper, and I just added two little tags, two little botanical tags. Looks like tickets. And then on this page is another one of the granny squares triangles that I added as a tuck spot. And then this is just a tag that I made, and it's blank. And then the back is the corrugated cardboard, and then this is a lace tuck spot. And then I just added some lace to this tag and left it blank. And I'll leave that out. So that's this journal. I would appreciate any of your comments, and let me know what you think about these journals. Trying to do something different, and it's been a stretch, and I've enjoyed it, but I just don't know what other people think and would be interested in hearing your comments. It will be for sale in my Etsy shop, RustPaperScissors, and again, I want to thank you for your time, because I know your time is precious. See you soon. Bye.